Hey everybody, it's Nick here, and I got this is my professional development book review presentation, and it's over How Successful People Think by John C. Maxwell, which was published in June of 2009. And what I'll be going over this presentation is the overview of the book, and in each chapter I'll have points that he made for each kind of thinking that he has, and everything that I disagree with and agree with, obviously, and at the end, I'll recommend. I'll give a point if I recommend this book or not. So for the overview of this book, basically this book was focused on different ways that successful people think and how to incorporate that in our daily lives. And he explains in each way of thinking of how to become a better thinker in each chapter. The central theme I got from this book was that basically, although there is a good amount of diversity among people in the world today, successful people have the same, are basically say the same in the way that they have the same mindset. So the things I agree with in this book, he talks about popular thinking, and I agree with that. To become successful, you kind of have to basically be an outcast as far as the way you think. Can't go with what everyone says, kind of thing. And another thing is that he mentioned a point that you have to broaden your horizons as far as the way of thinking. You have to be with other have interactions with other people as far as their views and everything. And that's was basically what I do agree with this book. What I disagree with, there wasn't a lot I disagree with, but there was one thing he mentioned in the book that basically all successful people think the same way, and although that is true to an extent in the types of way they think, I think everyone is different, obviously, and everyone has a different mindset or a different thinking process, and I think um, to be successful, you kind of have to think a different way, which he did say that successful people have a same mindset, but I personally don't agree with that. But in his different way of saying that, basically that there's different ways of thinking that successful people do, I do agree with that for the fact that there are different ways that you need to go about thinking to be successful. In this first chapter, he went over big picture thinking, and he explained that big picture thinking thinkers expand their experience because they expand their world. He also said that big picture thinkers ask penetrating questions. He gave a quote that Donald Trump once said, "You have to think anyway, so why not think big?" And I couldn't agree with that more because obviously Donald Trump, he's obviously the president, and he's a very successful man, and it's basically when someone's like successful, you kind of have to listen to and pick at what they say and see if that translates to what your kind of way of thinking, kind of thing. And big picture thinking allows you to lead and keep you on target and allows you to see what others see as well. In this chapter as well, he said to become a good big picture thinker, keep in mind the following: don't strive for certainty. Learn from every experience that you have. Gain insight from a variety of people, and give yourself permission to expand your world. In his next chapter, he had it on focused thinking. He said the focused thinking removes distractions and mental clutter within your mind. Focused thinking brings clarity to the target that you're trying to pursue as far as success. No one achieves greatness by being a generalist. You have to be selective in your thinking, and he also said that spend time reflecting on your past successes. Because obviously, when we succeed, we want to try to replicate that and be successful down the line as well. In his next chapter, he focused on creative thinking. He said that what creative thinking has the potential to do for you is that it adds value to everything. Creative thinking also draws people to you and your ideas. Creative thinking also helps you learn more, and it challenges the status quo. He also said that how to find creative thinking within you. He basically gave these 5 steps. He said to remove creativity killers, to think creatively by asking the right questions, develop a creative environment, spend time with other creative people, and to get out of your box. So basically, get out of your comfort zone, and in that sense. His next one, he said employ realistic thinking. Realistic thinking minimizes downside risk. Realistic thinking gives you a target and a game plan. And disappointment is the difference between expectations and reality. Realistic thinking leads you to excellence in leadership and management as well. In this chapter, he also said that things to do to improve realistic thinking um, are that you need to develop an appreciation for truth. So basically, you need to think bluntly and deal with the facts that are, and basically how to think accordingly in the future. You need to think through the pros and cons of each situation. You need to picture the worst case scenario, and you also need to align your thinking with your resources. His next chapter, he said about strategic thinking. He said the reasons to adopt this kind of thinking is that it simplifies uh, basically difficult situations and difficult times. He also said that strategic thinking prompts you to ask the right questions, and it prompts you customization. It also prepares you today for an uncertain tomorrow, because everyone's always scared of what's going to happen next. But when it's strategic thinking, it gives you a plan for tomorrow. Basically, helps you with what can happen as far as what basically happens. It helps you prepare for that certain tomorrow. Trying to think of what I was trying to say there, but that was too much on my mind trying to think of that. Um, it also reduces the margin of error, and it also gives you influence with others. He also had possibility thinking. He said the reason you should become that kind of thinker is it increases your possibilities, draws opportunities and people to you, increases others' possibilities, allows you to dream big dreams, makes it possible to rise above average, gives you energy, and it keeps you from giving up. If you want possibility thinking to work for you, you need to stop focusing on the impossibilities. Stay away from the experts, quote unquote, because there's always experts trying to tell you the right thing to do. As far as like stock market and everything, like they're obviously experts in every field, but you need to think about what works for you and see, because obviously there are experts that do know what they're talking about, but not every expert is always right, as we know. So you need to pick and choose as far as what you need to, as far as the possibilities and things like that. You need to look for possibilities in every situation. You need to dream one size bigger, question the status quo, and find inspiration from great achievers. With reflective thinking, you need to set aside time for reflection. Remove yourself from distractions. Regularly review your calendar and journal, and ask the right questions. When it comes to popular thinking, he said to basically question that you can't always go with popular thinking and things like that. So one example I liked that he said around a 9/11, that when he went to Bravo musicals, obviously with 9/11, everyone's always scared to go outside and basically do the thing. He said he got tickets with that because he went against popular thinking that that obviously needed to stay home and everything like that with everything going on around that time, and he got his tickets faster and cheaper by doing that. You need to think before you follow. Appreciate thinking differently on your own. that kind of thing. He also had share thinking. It's basically in these ways he gave us examples of how it's better than solo thinking. Because obviously more brains are better than one, as everyone knows. You need to value the ideas of others and what they have to have input on that and everything. You need to have unselfish thinking. Unselfish thinking helps immensely as far as I obviously we want for ourselves to be successful, but there's when it comes to unselfish thinking and successful thinking, they kind of go hand in hand in that sense. I mean, also with these points, all these points will give you a satisfaction with unselfish thinking. With the bottom line thinking, it gives you great clarity and it boosts morale and ensures your future with your career and everything like that. When you need to align yourself with members that basically have the same goal as you as far as the bottom line, and it's important obviously to identify the real bottom line that you are going for. Would I recommend this book? I would recommend this book, although like for the things I said that I disagree with, there is that to consider. But I think these good ways of thinking are really good as far as your way of thinking and get trying to. It's basically a stepping stone as far as your future and things like that. So thanks guys for listening to my presentation. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you later.